Hi guys, welcome to another project. This is a fresh new project that involved renovation before styling, and this project has taken months and months of our time and attention. I'm so happy that we have come to an end and we will be handing over today. So as usual, I need to give you guys a walkthrough. It's a 4-bedroom house with a loft bedroom, so 3 bedrooms on the middle floor and the final bedroom on the loft space, second floor. Downstairs we have the kitchen, which I'm not taking you guys into because the new kitchen will be installed next week. The client is really itching to move because their tenancy has expired, so we had to bring forward our installation so they can move in while the kitchen is installed next week. This is a downstairs toilet. Again, because it's an old house, all the bathrooms and toilets will be replaced. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna take you guys all the way to the top floor and I'm gonna show you guys the smallest bedroom as well, because I feel like that bedroom could just merge with this one instead of making a separate video. So I'm sure you guys are going to love this. Hit that like button and subscribe, and let's enjoy this tour. Remember, if you missed the intro, other videos might not make sense, so please always watch the intro of every project. It will just make sense like that. Okay, so the first day we visited this property, it was a lot. I can't put into words. Like I said, it was a thorough renovation where we pulled out everything. Apart from restructure, we didn't restructure anything. It was literally taking off the old wallpaper, the flooring, the ceiling, the doors, repainting the whole house. The client strictly does not like wallpaper, so that also inspired the design. So we had to make sure that we brought in paint colors that would depict their personality. And we also did some electrical work where we changed all the switches and sockets. So we upgraded all the switches and sockets, so you're going to be seeing that across the house. It's a narrow hallway, so we tried not to clutter the space. That's why we have this very large mirror here. As soon as you open the door, we want this natural light to bounce back and make it feel bigger. We have these 2 ceiling lights. I would not typically go for these 2 ceiling lights, but there's this smoke alarm here, so it's more like almost in the center of the entryway, so we had to just keep what we had here but change the lighting. So that's why we have this lighting. The kitchen didn't come with a door, so we have installed this fire glass door here for the client. We changed all the doors. You guys are going to see all that. I had to shut the living room because you guys are going to see that last. One of the briefs for this house again is that the client wants, in fact she wanted wall molding so badly, and in as much as I tried to sway her off it because it's a small house, she still insisted. So again, we had to advise her accordingly. So what we have done is we have installed molding across the stair area, which you're going to see as we go up, but I insisted that we're not going to have any molding around here because we wanted to introduce large pieces, and moldings can be a bit restrictive. It was either going to be a smaller mirror there if we had the molding, so that was not working for the design plan. So we have the large mirror there, and we changed the radiator that was here. She used to have like a radiator with a radiator cover, and you guys know that I dislike radiator covers. So this is the only place we had to change, or we had to upgrade her radiator, because other ones were functioning and she wasn't down to changing all the radiators. So we tried to get her to change this one, which of course, because of the entryway, needed to make that impact. So we got this designer black radiator, and then we have this large frame right above it. Now this frame will give you an idea of what the color theme for this house is. Okay, this just gives you an idea, and I wanted it to be bold. I didn't want it to be so muted. If you look properly, you will see that we painted the whole house with one color apart from the rooms. So like the entryway, the living room, up to the landing, we used a very neutral color, which is called the Faro and Bowl skimming stone. That's what we have used around the house. And then we painted the doors white. We were looking at the option of getting like a darker doors, but you can imagine dark doors in the small space, it will make it feel very heavy. So we decided to keep the doors light, keep the walls light, just to keep the whole space feeling open. So under here is an under storage, and this side is the living room. You guys know I love glass doors that lead to the living room. Just imagine the view I don't want you guys to see the living room, so I'm going to block you out. So, but just imagine the view. You can't miss this living room transformation. As we go upstairs, you will see that we painted the stairs all black. They had the white and black stairs, and the white and black stairs was just not doing it. The too much contrast. For a small stairs like this, we had to go with one color, and we wanted to make a statement with the stairs. Any other type of stairs was not an option, so we had to keep it with the black color. And we have a runner that is supposed to be installed sometime in June. So she's gonna have a runner on it, just because I feel like runner is a more practical way to, if you painted your stairs. If you leave it this way, after a while you have to keep painting. So that's why we have a runner here. Now you can see the molding we have across. This is how we molded the stairs all the way to the second floor. And then we have this wall light on this side because we want to be able to light up the dark corners. So that's why we have this here, and we have the other one there. And then we have this very beautiful large frame here. I wanted something really bold and something that will speak the color theme of this house in this space. I could have played it safe by going for a smaller size frame, but I just wanted, or maybe two smaller size frame, but I just wanted a very large piece. Okay, because again, it's a small space. Cluttering with so many pieces just does not work. And it's a home, and when we design homes, we try to make it livable and not just, you know, show home vibe. We are going upstairs. So we have the same wall light here. So you can see now that changing the doors was very ideal, and keeping them light was also very important, because I can't imagine all these doors black. It will feel so heavy for the small space. So that's why we kept it neutral. You can still see the contrast. I'm just going to take you guys into the smallest room, because I feel like it would not make sense to just make a whole video for this room. So let's go into the smallest room. This is one room we played around with color, and I'm sure you guys are going to love it. Come on. You can see that we color drenched this room with dark red color. It's a very small bed. We needed to make an impact in this room. Now the brief for this room is just like a little playroom where we're gonna have like toys. This is for her under 10-year-old daughter. So it's not like toy, and I would call it a multifunctional room, because she wanted a desk area here, like a study area where even her kids can use for homework. Because by the time you see the other rooms, you realize that there's not a lot of space, especially for one of the rooms where the younger daughter would be occupying. So this will serve like a second reading desk area for the girl. We use the dark red to color drench it from ceiling all the way to the walls, and we have introduced this neutral curtains because again we want natural light to be able to seep in. Okay, we didn't want to go very heavy with the curtains, and we also introduced this wall light here so that if they're not using this light, they can have this, you know. I don't think there's any amount of lighting in a space that would be too much. So as much as possible, we always try to incorporate lighting, enough lighting. So we have this wall light here, which serves as a picture light, but I just love that if this light is turned off, this can serve for the whole room. Let's say, for instance, the little girl wants to play and someone else wants to read. This can be on and this can be off. And we have also layered lighting underneath the curtains, again, just to add that ambience to the space. So for all the rooms, we changed the carpets. Again, it's an old house, so we literally stripped off everything, the carpets and the floor that had flooring. So we made this closet. Now the thing with this closet is it's not supposed to be like a wardrobe. It's supposed to just be like an open display where they can have like books, toys, and anything. So like I said, this room is just like a multifunctional room. It's not like a proper bedroom. There are drawers underneath for you to hide away things, but this was just like open shelf. We have the LED lights here such that, you know, you can see what is there. You can easily access things inside here. I personally did not want us to have like a bed. I wanted like a sofa bed, but the client was not having it. I think she insisted she wanted a single bed, so that's why we have a single bed. But you know that a single bed is actually bigger than a sofa bed, but I think I understand what she meant, like a proper bed where they can just sleep off. It's not like it belongs to anybody. So we have this large wall art framed in oak, which is very beautiful. Against the dark red wall, it's so beautiful, and it complements the closet properly. Then on the side of the room, we created this desk moment for the clients. Now the thing with this desk is it's the adjustable desk where you can stand. Now the reason why we chose adjustable is in case in the future it starts feeling tight. Do you get what I'm saying? They can take this out and just have this here where they can, you know, adjust. And stand and use it. So it's just very flexible for them. Now let's talk about this. I said I was gonna show you guys this stuff. I felt the need to introduce this because I feel like she's gonna be the one to be using this place even more. So this is it's very sensory, isn't it? And I love that it has, you know, these colors, like the sand in this never mixes. Even for me as an adult, I could just spend time. See the way I'm even doing this thing? It's helping me cope with this film. But yeah, I think I'm really going to get this for Kyra. And I'm going to link it for you guys if you want it. I found it on Amazon and I just liked it. And I was like, no, I need to get this for this little girl. So yeah, that's all I'm going to show you guys on this table because this is the only thing that makes sense to me here. Anyway, this is just a rechargeable table lamp. Very beautiful. So again, extra lighting never hurts anyone. And this is a globe for kids. Okay, I want this. Fatima says that this is more for kids, but honestly, does that make me a child if I want this? Because I want it, I love it. And then let's talk about this seat. I love this seat. If I say I want this seat now, it look like I want everything in this guy's house. But check out this chair, guys. This is a very beautiful portable desk chair. See the oak back. See the green. It's beautiful. It's a leather chair with this oak, and it comes with the roller, you know, thing. But because it's a rug and there's no much space, where are they rolling it to? So we took that. We took those off. But this is absolutely beautiful. So that's it for this room. Let's go to the last floor and then I'll show you guys what we have done. So this is a second floor. We've just literally replicated the molding that we have on the first floor, and we have introduced this very beautiful frames. There are two of them here. This part of the stairs has more light, maybe because of that light we have there, but for some reason it's brighter than the first part, the first floor stairs. It's the first floor stairs. Yeah, it's brighter than the first floor stairs. So that's why we had to introduce this mirror here, because I wanted to be able to see the gorgeousness of that light. This final floor leads to the master's bedroom. I'm not gonna open it because when you guys see it, you're gonna like, oh. This is where I'm gonna end this project intro. You guys are not ready for what we have done with this house. I can't wait to share the living room with you. The living room really surprised me because it's a small space. We succeeded in, you know, transforming it, making it feel warm, inviting, luxurious, even bigger. I don't know how we do it, but one of the things we focus on when we walk into a space, no matter how big that house is, we want to leave that house feeling bigger than it already is. Because I feel like it doesn't make sense to clutter everywhere and then it's, you know, it doesn't feel livable. So that's always our goal in here at Interior Design with Didi. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you need to reach out to us for any project at all, please use the email on the screen or the one in the description box, and follow us on all our socials because there's gonna be a lot of videos coming, pictures, and yes, I will see you guys in the second review. What would that be? Which room? Which of the rooms? We have 2 girls' room. Well, yeah, I just shared 1 room. Okay, so 3 rooms remaining. So we have 2 girls' room and the master's bedroom. So let me know which one you want to see next. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay fabulous. Bye.